Yo, I am so sorry for letting you guys wait for such a long time, but today, finally, I am going to show you the level 66 endgame PvE build which I am going to use on my mage. Because I am not playing mage that much anymore, I had to contact and talk to quite a few people. One thing which I noticed immediately was that all of them were giving me different builds, which made it a hard choice to come with the correct build. But there is one person in particular who I do want to give a special shout out, and that's Runagain. If you don't know Runagain, you can always have a look at his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description of this video. And if you don't feel like checking his channel, then I can just show you the overall Mage leaderboard. And he should be on there. Let's have a quick look. Where is it? Blah blah. Yeah. Here it is. Top players. Filter it on Mage. And here he is. He should be here somewhere under the cheaters. A little bit lower. There you go. Here he is, guys. So this guy is having years of experience in Arcane Legends. So I'll take his word and his build every time of the day. So let's hop straight into it, guys. So I'm going to respec my mage. It is going to take a bit of effort and playing to get used to it, because the build is quite different from what I am used to. So I'm respecing it. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, first of all, guys, if you are doing Mausoleum but you have low health in general, then I would advise you to put a few points into strength. Myself, I am not going to do that. I am going to go for as much damage and crit, etc. as possible. So I'm going to add everything in intelligence. I don't know whether or not it's a smart move, but I can always respec later. But I do think that I'm going to keep it this way until the next cap gets launched. So submitting that, then skill wise, guys, I have 65 points left. I have a little file on Notepad. You guys can't see it, but I can, which makes it easier for me to put the points in the correct spot. So let's start it off with Fireball. We train the skill. We unlock the first, the second, the third, and I think that we leave the fourth one empty. Is that right? Yep, we do. Which is this? Yeah, okay. Then the next skill which we are going to unlock, guys. I'm going to go for Gale. We train it. Let's have a quick look in my notepad file. Gale, we have, okay, 4, 5. This one. We do not use this one. That's quite weird. Then again, it makes perfect sense, because people hate it when people dash forward using Gale. So if we don't use this skill, there's nothing wrong with using it. So we open this one too. There you go. So don't unlock the third one, guys, because you will make the people in your party very, very angry if you scatter the mobs all over the place. So keep that in mind. Although I do agree that that's the thing about Gale which I like most, but we're not going to use it to farm the Mausoleum. Then the clock, guys, unlock everything. I don't need to check my notepad file for clock. We unlock it, and every upgrade it has. There you go. Then this is a skill which I have never ever used before, guys, but we are going to unlock it. Arcane Shield. Let's have a look. Okay, we unlock this, and this. So we don't open the second one. What does that do? Charged Arcane Shield, no knocks back nearby enemies. Okay, so we don't use that. Okay, fine. Now, Runagain's build says to also make use of lightning. But the thing is, when we open this, we are stuck with 5 skills where we can only use 4. So I'm going to use his build, but I don't think that we are going to use lightning when running Mausoleum. Though I've said it at the beginning of the video, guys, there are so many different opinions about this. I do know people also like to use ice, some like to use lightning. everyone its favor. I mean, I've asked the pro, and I'm going to follow the pro's opinion. So I'm unlocking lightning. We need 4 points to open everything except for the last one. So this, and this. Okay, and what's this? Yeah, okay, we don't unlock the last upgrade. Passives, guys. Armor 5/5. Don't need to check that. I'm sure that he has 5 there. Then normally I always put points here, but this time we do not put anything into critical chance. We leave it empty. We add 1 point into damage. Am I right, or am I messing up? Let's see. Yeah, 1 point. Great. Then this one we unlock the maximum. We do the same for knowledge. Obviously we are a mage. And we do the same for might. There you go. Then we only have the masteries left, guys. Let's have a quick look. Masteries. There are 2 of them which we are going to upgrade to the absolute maximum, guys. Gale. 10 points on 10. Boom, 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 boom. Very cool. Clock. 10 points on 10. That's the only skill which everyone was agreeing on, that we had to put maximum points into clock. There you go. I have 3 points left, guys, and Runagain put these 3 points into his shield. So that's what we are going to do too. There you go, guys. This is the level 66 endgame mage PvE build, which I am going to use in the future to run Mausoleum. If I ever run Mausoleum, that is, because I am still a bit worn out because I farmed it so many hours back in the day on my rogue. So I'll do a few runs, I'll hop in there, test it out, but this is the correct build, guys. Then people also love to ask me the gear which I am currently using. Now I'm going to show you my gear. Keep in mind that once again I got very, very lucky during the Valentine's event, which resulted in me basically looting the entire set, including both of the weapons. So let's have a quick look in the set, or at the set which I am currently using. This weapon here, the gun, is used for PvP from what I have heard. So I'm going to unequip it and I'm going to replace it with the Love Staff of Retention. Runagain told me that you can use this weapon, but you can only do so if you are using the complete tainted set. So if you are using those 3 items, you can use the staff. If not, he gave me the name of 3 other weapons. That's the Immortal Staff, that's a level 56 arcane weapon. Then the Dragon Staff, although they nerfed it, it's still a very good weapon. And then a weapon which I have not heard of before. There's the Duskbringer Staff of Brutality. I checked the auction earlier just to be sure, and I did notice that that weapon has a special prog on it. It is also ridiculously cheap, guys. Then the Tainted stuff, but only with set usage. That's what we are doing. As I am still focusing on my rogue, guys, I am just swapping the equipment in between them. So as you can see, I have a bunch of finesse jewels in my belt and my speed set, but that's because I'm just rotating the rogue gear. So I have the Night Terror belt of celerity. That's the rogue type, but we can have a quick look in the auction to see which is the correct belt to get. Let's have a look. Arcane, filter it out, buddy. Okay, there are only a few available, it seems. It's very weird. I think that this is the Mage belt, but don't shoot me if I'm wrong. Yeah, this is an amazing awakening, otherwise it wouldn't be that expensive, but I'm surprised that there were only a few in the auction, so it's getting very pricey looking at it. So yeah, I think that the Coruscation belt is the one which you need. Force belt is then the warrior one, and then the one which I am wearing, celerity, that's rogue. That makes sense. So you could go for this belt. Let's have a quick look if there's anything more cheap, because I wouldn't spend that much on a stupid belt. Let's have a quick look. Do it like this. Okay, we need int is what we need. Potency, but this is a warrior belt. This is the rogue belt, still very expensive, guys. Yeah, food, tricky. I find this to be very expensive, but it's the brutality type which you're going to need. I'm not sure, but if there's an assault type of these 66 belts, you could go for that one too. Mythic, let's have a quick look if there's anything more price friendly here, because I used my level 56 belt for, yeah, I think that I only upgraded to the Arcane belt like a month ago or something. Let's have a look if there's a belt. Was it 56? Yeah, it was, because wait. Hold on. Yeah, see, this is it. We once again need the int type. So it's Elondria, which we need. There you go. Do it like this. That's a lot easier. Is there an int type available? Oh, it's getting pricey again. This is the int type, I think. No? Here it is. Brilliance. Very expensive if you ask me once again, but you could also go for this one, but don't put too much gold in the belt, guys, because I'm a bit scared that I'm going to advise you to buy expensive equipment and then within a few weeks they will launch a level cap or new gear or whatever, and I feel very guilty every time someone wastes gold because of something I advised. So yeah, if you are willing to take the risk, then go for it, but don't blame me afterwards if new gear gets launched. Then the ring and the amulet, that's the venomous haste ring of brutality. That's the rogue type once again, but I just love my speed set, guys. I don't think that I'm capable to play without it any longer. This pendant is account locked, but it's a level 41 planar pendant, and as you can see, it still gives me better stats. Would I equip it? Artifact, that's the rogue artifact. If you want the mage artifact, that's called frostbitten artifact of the snowman or something. Very, very pricey, I think. Let's have a quick look. There you go. Oof, that's, yeah, relatively cheap, as I sold my Aleph artifacts for the same price. So this is cheap. I do think that they'll probably release better artifacts, but you can still use this for a long time. So you could invest some gold in it, I think. Let's have a quick look if there is any other artifact. I remember that during Halloween we got artifacts too. Let's find out. Huh? Oh my goodness, that was a bit silly, sorry. It's the spooky, that was the word which I was looking for. There you go. This is the exact same price as the snowman. It's a bit more expensive even. So yeah, I'd go for the snowman, but if you want an addition in both of your stats, like 25-25 instead of 30-20, you could go for a Halloween artifact. Yeah, that's a choice which you'll have to make yourself, guys. One thing before I forget, because this is very important, if you are on a capped budget, guys, I noticed that the level 66 ping gear has become very cheap, so I hope that I'm getting lucky now. There's not even assault available. Brutality then. There you go. Shout out to Whippersnapper, by the way, who is a subscriber. This is the best pink gear available, guys. I mean, you have the brutality helmets and then you have the assault helmets. Basically, the brutality will always give you more HP, while the assault will add mana. So, yeah. I have always been an assault lover, but you could also go for the brutality type. Doesn't matter that much. This is still expensive, but you get value for what you pay. You get value out of it. So yeah. Then see, for 250k, guys, you have a 66 set basically. Not so long ago, these items were 500k and more per piece, so that's one good thing that it has dropped a lot since they released those new tainted sets. The pain gear has become a lot cheaper, which you can profit in. If you can't afford a speed set, you can also search for the level 66 amulet. Just type in assault. If nothing pops up, you can go for brutality. Hopefully it won't stay empty. There you go. I have no idea where these amulets come from. I assume from the Nightmare campaign, but I'm not sure. Don't shoot me if I am wrong. But yeah, amulets, rings, very expensive though. Jesus Christ, these rings are expensive. You could also just filter it out, guys. I mean, these rings aren't bad. Don't get me wrong. Look at my what it does with my stats, but yeah, it is going to cost you a bit of gold if you want to gear up for the Mausoleum levels. So yeah, we discussed the weapons already. Here you go, you have the 66 gun, very cheap stuff, very cheap, but if you would like to have a good weapon, you should go for one of the weapons which I announced a little bit earlier. So yeah, guys, I'll have a quick look at the pet which I am using too. I have had Necro for, years. I'm not used to using anything else but Necro. I have nothing slotted in it, so this is the pet which I am using, guys. My build is open for discussion. I would love to hear your guys' input on it. Once again, big thank you to Runagain and all of the other people who advised me in the creation of this build. I'm kinda liking it, although I will miss my Gale by a lot. So yeah, but it is what it is, and it is the best for Mausoleum endgame farming. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, that's it. Take care, guys. Peace.